going on, everyone? What up? It's your girl Audie getting at you guys with the Why Run podcast exclusive. Yes, and thank you to those that subscribe. I really do appreciate it. So I'm going to do my best to keep you guys in the loop with all things that I would like to talk about on the Why Run, but I feel like it's a lot more personal, and just a lot more in real life, you know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoy these exclusives. So yeah, let's get into what's been on Audie's mind and what's always going on in Audie's mind. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, most of the Why Run podcast topics, they do come from my past experiences, my current experiences, even the concerns of my future, and like spirituality, things that come to me, whether they're visions or spirits speaking to me, those kinds of things, right? But I feel like I always leave out like the real true things that I want to talk about. And I know some people, they kind of stray away from podcasts or videos of like in real life things because some people, they just can't handle or they can't face their own in real life situations, their own realities. And for me, I kind of felt like that. Like there's some videos that I do feel like, oh my God, like here they go talking about themselves, talking about their successes, talking about how they've done it and what they're buying. And, it's all about, money, materialistic things. They want their new home to be Instagram worthy and Instagram perfect. But obviously we don't live that or their reality. And quite frankly, I just don't think it's really their reality. You know what I'm saying? So, but for me, I'm interested in the other things, like I'm interested in their struggles to getting back into the gym. I'm interested in seeing or hearing how many steps they take a day. I'm interested in, okay, like if you want to be relatable, tell us not your entire medical history, but like tell us your struggles, you know what I'm saying? Because we all have struggles. Like everybody kind of portrays themselves as like they're like super healthy and they have their protein shakes and their green juices and and they're showing off all of their appliances, right? Like their green juice maker, and it's all about things, and it's like, okay, why can't you just use a blender? Like a basic, countertop appliance. Like it don't have to be this big thing. And they're just like, oh yeah, you can find this on my Amazon storefront and it's like $700 off. So yeah, it's a good deal. And it's like, how much are those fucking things anyways? Like for that much, I could buy a fucking dishwasher. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's not real. It's not real enough for us. So for me, it's like, I want to talk about how many steps I take a day. I want to talk about the walk that I've been on and the things that have been going on in my mind as I'm walking. Of course, you guys hear my art struggles where I talk about struggles doing my art, where I have to wait or to purchase a new tool or materials, and this thing not working out, not having time. See, those are real art struggles. When I watch other artists do their work, or like studio vlogs they call them, it's like they're not really like, I don't want to be like, oh, maybe it's because they've been doing it for so long. I always tell people that I've been woodworking since I was a child. Things still go wrong. Things still go wrong. I am an expert. I wouldn't call myself a pro, okay? To me, in my opinion, those are two different things. But for me, I know my work. I know how it should be done. I know how to work these different tools, these different blades, these bits and all of these things, right? Things can still go wrong. Blades will break, they'll get dull. Guess what? You have to invest another $50 out of your own pocket because you work for yourself. You have to pay for it. So it's the struggles of driving having to stop what you're doing, right? And you're just in the mood. You're just like, oh, no distractions. There's no stopping. But when your blade breaks, or if it's not cutting good, you have to stop everything that you're doing. You have to put that, that macho, nothing's gonna stop me. You have to stop. You have to put those feelings away. Get in your car, drive through traffic. You gotta find parking, and everybody's, you know what I mean? Like you're struggling. So that's my art struggles. Now you guys hear me struggle on the re-up where I'm trying to bite my tongue every time somebody cuts me off, or when somebody doesn't give me a gate code to their complex, or you have to hike up 3 fucking flights of stairs. And come to find out, when you get to the 3rd fucking floor and your legs are like noodles and you feel like you're about to collapse, the building is on the other side. Yeah, and that's where I hit the cancel button. So you guys already hear those struggles already. And by the way, if you guys want to check out those episodes, I will post a link. They're free. So you guys go check them out. So I feel like that's not really personal enough for me. I like personal content. And it's sometimes I hold my judgments rather than something that's like commercial. Because if something's like commercial and obviously fake, I'm going to judge the hell out of it or that person. When it's something personal, I listen more to their story. And if it's relatable, I love it even more. If not, I respect the person that is sharing their story. So with all of that being said, here I want to talk about how many steps I've taken. Like I said, I want to talk about how my walk was. I want to talk about like things that are like alongside the art struggles that are going to be put in the art struggles. But it's like, yo, like these things, they just come out of a whim. It's like I'm here doing an exclusive, but my mind is on the art struggles. Like all of the things that I want to do, that I need to do to prepare myself for a show. And I talked about that on the art struggles. You guys can go check it out. But I have to get ready for that show. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in the upcoming art struggles. I have a lot of re-up podcasts to edit. That's why I'm trying so hard not to kick on the mic when I'm out doing deliveries, because it's like, girl, you need to catch up. And there's just a lot more like personal stuff than that. I've mentioned on the Y Run, nearly every morning I vomit. And then it's like, okay, I'm not drinking enough water. So, it's almost like I need something a little bit more to hold me accountable for these types of episodes, because it is personal. We should be drinking water. If not, bad things will happen. And I want to be able to talk about those bad things, as well as the good things. But if you guys know my spiritual ability focuses on the negative side of shit before I see the goodness in something. That's just how my abilities work. So I want to be able to talk about the bad things. And yeah, there's good things that come along with it, but it's like, bad shit has to happen for good things to happen. That's what the universe has shown me. Other people, they may not agree with it because they're like, oh, I'm not going to feed the negative energy. I'm not going to give it what it needs. And it's like, well, it's going to keep following you until it happens. And then when you reach over the hill, it is a smooth ride down. So for me, yes, that applies to me and my life. And so yeah, it's all of these things that I want to talk about. And I know a lot of people, they don't want to hear the bad stuff, but it's real. I'm just another one of those stories out there. And I really do hope that you guys will be into the exclusives. And most likely the things that I talk about, they will be said on the Y Run. You guys are just getting the more deeper scoop. You guys are getting the heads up of upcoming future Y Run podcast lives with, of course, me and just Rob. So yeah, what can we talk about right now that's on my mind? So tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on the 3rd, because today's the 1st. On the 3rd, I have an appointment with my podiatry. I had surgery on my big toe about a month ago, and she set me up to, kind of check things out, make sure that I'm healing properly and things like that. And I am on a mission. I hate the word journey. I hate that word. It's so fake. Because everybody's on a journey and they don't fucking follow through. But anyway, I'm on a mission to get a certain procedure done where they remove my entire toenail. The whole entire thing. Because the way that my nail is grown, it curls into my toe. So yes, like a major ingrown toenail. The nails almost can touch. Yeah, it's pretty scary and disgusting, but that's how my toenails are. My big toenails on both toes, they curl and they're almost touching. It's crazy. But I want to have my entire toenail removed so that it doesn't happen again. But in order for that to happen, my A1C has to be good. And I'm not even going to tell you guys where my A1C is. But let's just say it's probably going to take about a year and a half for my A1C to be better so that I can get that procedure done. So that's that. And later on in this month, I forget, I received my hearing aid. It's my first hearing aid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I feel like I'm fucking falling apart. Like, literally. It's like more doctor visits, more like, you can't have this. You need to do more activity. You need to, it's all of these things that we all got to do, right, as we're getting older. And I just can't believe that I'm like actually having to go through all of these things. And when you're younger, you don't think about it. You're just into sports because it's fun. You're into sports because it's your favorite hobby. You're into sports because you're good at it. And everybody wants you on their team because you're that good. Now it's like, oh, I have to do something because my blood sugar is high, or I have to get my heart rate, to this thing, or you can't do sports because you have high blood pressure and you're gonna give yourself a freaking heart attack. Like, it's just, man, it's not like that anymore, where you just do something because you're like good at it. So, and then you can't really eat what you want to eat because you have a fatty liver, or like your pancreas don't work anymore. It's something. It's we're all going through it, and I just don't want us to be afraid to talk about it. I know some people, they're just like, oh well, that's too TMI, or like, oh, that's private, that's personal. Like, I get that too, but I want to I want to relate, like I want to relate to someone, or, people that are going through the same things that I'm going through, because it is hard. And you want to just see how people navigate through those things. And it's all information. It's all like a club, I guess. And it's like you can compare notes, or you can talk to that person and be like, oh, you know what, you should try, or oh, you know what, I tried that didn't work for me, but it might work for you, that sort of thing. Let's see. So yeah, like a hearing aid, yeah, that's gonna be freaking new. I was supposed to get it last month, but I was sick, and they were like, yeah, we don't want to, you shouldn't come in because you're sick. And I'm thinking that it might like, my hearing is probably fucked up from being sick or something, and they probably wouldn't be able to tune it in the way that it should be, like with a person that's like not sick. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And I do have another appointment. Oh, man, I got like 3 appointments this month. That's crazy. I have to see my primary doctor because now I'm on insulin, and she was like, oh, it's only temporary, just so your body or your organs know what's going on, and it's going to take the insulin, and it's going to tell the organs what it needs to do, and that sort of thing. I can only hope she's right, because, and it does help, but I just think that I could do better. So that's another thing that I would like to document is, my changing. Well, I have changed my food habits, but I think it could be better. So let's just put it like that. But let's see. The time right now is 12:30. And after this, I'm going to publish it, and let's see. I would like to edit a re-up episode. So I would like to get that out today. Hopefully, because I think I'm like halfway done, but that's coming out today, March 1st, 2025. Let's see what else. I should go out for a walk before I go out and do deliveries, because it is Saturday. Man, I took like a 2.5 hour nap last night. And yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go out and do deliveries. Like, I'm just really tired and exhausted. So yeah, so I really should try to go out and go for a walk, and stuff like that. And don't forget that in the exclusives, there's gonna be like extras, or maybe like bonuses. So I might do like an episode, or like I'll kick on the mic when I'm out like walking, or like something. If something's on my mind, I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. But yeah, there's gonna be extras, just so you guys know. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some walks in. And what I really need to do is I need to go to the gym and exercise my arms, because I feel like I don't know, like when I lay and sleep a certain way in my bed, like my arm starts to feel like stiff, and I'm like, what the fuck, and it's not like I sleep on my arm like all the time. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. So yes, if you are a growing person like myself, yo, drop it in the comments. Let me know that you're going through the same thing. That way it's like, oh, okay, so you get what I'm saying, and like I'm not just by myself. So yeah, just all of these things, and all of these things I've already talked to Rob about, and I know he's gonna hear this and he's gonna be like, oh yeah, you said that, and you told me that already. But yo, we're all going through it. We're all going through it, and that's just the bottom line. That's the bottom line, man. So yeah, half the day is gone, and I would like to stay out and do deliveries until like 11 p.m. because that's the last times or the last hour that I'm able to do Walmart Spark deliveries. So yeah, there's gonna be no episode on that today because, like I said, I got a lot of re-ups to edit. But of course, if you guys really, really want to know, you guys will hear at least a little bit of what's been going on in the re-up or delivery part, the delivery part of my day, right here in the exclusives. It's just not gonna be like a full re-up episode. So yeah, let me get to editing these re-up episodes, and I hope you guys like this Wide Run exclusive. Again, thank you so much for your subscription. Don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And I will check you guys in the next Wide Run podcast exclusive and extras. Talk to you guys in. Peace.